Egypt and Norway have agreed to hold regular political consultations to strengthen ties and advance mutual interests. This follows Egypt's President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi's visit to Oslo from December 8th to the 10th, 2024. Both nations condemned violations of international law, called for a ceasefire in Gaza, denounced forced displacement, and expressed support for the UNRWA amid Israeli restrictions. They reaffirmed their backing for a two-state solution based on the 1967 borders, with East Jerusalem as Palestine's capital, emphasizing Israel's responsibility to facilitate Palestinian governance. A joint commitment to peace and legal solution was underscored. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi has sent his condolences to President Ilham Aliyev of Azerbaijan following the tragic crash of Azerbaijan's airline passenger aircraft. President Sisi expressed his heartfelt condolences to the leadership and people of Azerbaijan, praying to Allah, the Almighty, to grant His mercy to the victims and bestow patience and solace upon their families, while wishing a speedy recovery for the injured. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi has confirmed that the development of the Suez Canal area and the establishment of the related projects are integral to the state's efforts and its commitment to improving the living standards of its citizens. During a meeting focused on efforts to drive development in the Suez Canal corridor, the President stressed the importance of maximizing the economic returns from the ports along the canal's navigational route. He also highlighted the strategic location of the canal as a key factor in boosting investments and national income. Additionally, he emphasized the need to elevate the Suez Canal area into a hub for development, transforming it into a regional logistical and industrial center. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi has held a meeting with Admiral Osama Rabia, chairman of the Suez Canal Authority, to discuss ongoing projects aimed at modernizing the Suez Canal's navigational route, enhancing its value and role in global supply chains and trade. Presidential spokesman Ambassador Mohammed Eshnawi stated that the meeting addressed the impact of regional conditions on maritime traffic through the Suez Canal. President Sisi was briefed on the canal's revenues for 2024, which saw a decline of more than 60% compared to 2023, resulting in a loss of nearly $7 billion. During the meeting, President Sisi was also informed about the measures being taken by the Suez Canal Authority to address challenges in the Red Sea and Bab el-Mandeb Strait, as well as ongoing efforts to modernize the fishing fleet in line with international specifications and standards. Egypt's Foreign Minister Badr Abdulati has arrived in Libreville, Gabon, for a bilateral visit focused on strengthening ties and fostering cooperation. Received by Gabon Foreign Minister Roger Onanga Ndaya, Abdulati will meet with senior officials and participate in a business forum aimed at boosting economic trade and investment relations. The visit will also focus on enhancing bilateral frameworks and addressing shared regional issues, including developments in Africa and mutual priorities to advance collaboration across various fields. Egyptian Foreign Minister Badr Abdulati has met with Chadian President Mohamed Idriss Déby in N'Djamena to deliver a message from President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi emphasizing historic ties and enhanced bilateral cooperation. During the meeting, Abdulati underscored Egypt's commitment to advancing collaboration in key areas including infrastructure, energy and agriculture. Discussions also highlighted progress on the Egypt-Chad road project and Egypt's support for counter-terrorism initiatives. The leaders addressed the ongoing crisis in Sudan and its regional repercussions. President Déby welcomed Egypt's business delegation and reaffirmed their shared commitment to achieving mutual economic goals. Minister of Foreign Affairs Badr Abduladi has begun his visit to the Chadian capital N'Djamena with a stop at the Egyptian embassy, where he has met with members of the Egyptian community eager to welcome him. During the meeting, the minister expressed his appreciation for the vital role played by the Egyptian community in Chad, highlighting their significant contributions to development in various sectors. He has noted that the community serves as a bridge for cooperation and development between the two countries. Egypt Foreign Minister Badr Abdulati attended the closing ceremony of a training program organized by the Cairo International Center for Conflict Resolution, Peacekeeping and Peace Building in Chad. The program, held with Chadian ministries, addressed transitional threats like terrorism, trafficking and illegal migration. Abdulati reaffirmed Egypt's commitment to sharing expertise, strengthening Chad's institutions and tackling displacement from regional conflicts. He highlighted Egypt's success in combating trafficking and urged greater cooperation for regional security and development. Arab League Secretary General Ahmed Abul Ghait has strongly condemned Israeli Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir's provocative visit to the Al-Aqsa Mosque, during which he led a group of extremist settlers. The raid was a deliberate provocation intended to escalate tensions. Abul Ghait emphasized that such action, supported by Israeli police, exposed Israel's extremist agenda and undermined peace efforts. He warned that Israel's violation at Al-Aqsa offend the feelings of 2 billion Muslims worldwide and hinder interfaith coexistence in the region. Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli has announced that the government is working to finalize a new export subsidy program within the first 3 months of 2025. It will include an estimation of the required budget allocation for the upcoming fiscal year, ensuring timely financial support for exporters. The Prime Minister confirmed that export subsidy arrears have been settled up to January 2023 and that the new program will allocate approximately £60 billion, and emphasized the importance of disbursing subsidies within the same fiscal year, a step aimed at addressing long-standing concerns among exporters. Madbouli also highlighted the government's commitment to public-private partnership. Minister of Health and Population Khaled Abdul Ghaffar has discussed cooperation with a delegation from medical manufacturer Mindray. The talks focus on training and scientific research, along with the implementation of a project to localize the manufacturing of radiology devices. During the meeting, the Minister of Health stressed the political leadership's support for localizing the manufacturing of medical devices and supplies, while benefiting from successful international experiences and expertise, which helps the Egyptian state to achieve self-sufficiency and lead the ranks in the field of medical manufacturing. The Minister of Local Development, Manal Awadin, Giza Governor Engineer Adel Al-Nagar have discussed the progress of the first phase of the Decent Life Initiative in the Giza Governorate, specifically in the centers of Saf and Atfih. The Governor of Giza stated that more than 890 projects are targeted for implementation in 42 villages across the two centers. To date, 625 projects have been completed and 246 projects are ongoing. In Bahrain's capital, Manama, the 44th session of the Council of Arab Ministers of Social Affairs witnessed the election of Dr. Maya Morsi, the Minister of Social Solidarity, as President of the 81st session of the Executive Office for Arab Social Affairs Ministers for a period of 2 years. Morsi also took part in a session named Supporting Productive Families Between Reality and Aspirations as part of the high-level event on productive families and entrepreneurship in Bahrain, which showcased Egypt's experience in supporting productive family projects. Minister of Electricity Mahmoud Ismat has reviewed the role of the Atomic Energy Authority, 8 affiliated research centers and laboratories, as well as the Nuclear Science City in Anshas. During his visit to the Atomic Energy Authority, Ismat affirmed that the ministry's work strategy and its executive programs include a focus on providing necessary support to affiliated bodies, especially the Atomic Energy Authority.